We saw a fair amount of sunshine this afternoon thanks in part to the parting of the clouds, but more clouds lurk back off to our south and west thanks in part to this guy right here. This is our next storm system that is forecast to bring us a ton of snow over the next several days. So how much are we talking about here locally? 18 to 24 plus inches of snow for areas highlighted here in that pink color. That does include most of Central Virginia. For those of us that live along the Blue Ridge Mountains and the northern Shenandoah Valley, 2 to 3 feet of snow is in the forecast. That's 24 to 36 inches. Then as you head closer to Short Pump and Richmond, we're looking at 12 to 18 inches, and snowfall totals taper off as you head down Interstate 64 towards Virginia Beach. But still, major snows coming. The record, by the way, recorded at McCormick in 1922 is 24 inches, and that is certainly within reaching range of this snow system. So here's the rundown of when things can start. Friday morning, snow starts between 8 a.m. and lunchtime. The worst part of the storm, Friday night, Saturday morning, and then Saturday afternoon and into the evening hours is when we anticipate that snow to finally start subsiding. Now, as far as the timing is concerned, let's track it here with your Futurecast. As we wake up tomorrow morning, great deal of cloud cover. Most of the snow still just off to our south, just to the south of Nelson and Buckingham counties. But as we get into 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, it's basically right along Interstate 64. Then as we get into early afternoon, most of the CBS 19 viewing area is underneath that heavy snow. We'll talk about that light to moderate snow falling for most of Friday afternoon and the early portion of your Friday evening up until about 6, 7, 8 o'clock. And then as we get into Friday night around 10 o'clock, that's when the worst of the storm starts arriving. Anytime you start to see these blue colors, these deep blue colors, that indicates the potential for some very heavy snowfall rates, upwards of 1 to 3 inches per hour. And if a band sets up for any length of time, that will dump a huge amount of snow in no time whatsoever. Also, the other thing to note, Friday night and early Saturday morning, the wind. The wind is going to be sustained at a good 20 to 30 miles per hour for many of us. Those of us along the Blue Ridge Mountains who are under a blizzard warning right now, we could see wind sustained at 30 to 45 miles per hour. That's why you're under that blizzard warning. But here's Saturday morning at 1 a.m. Still very heavy snow. Another band of heavy snow rolls through Saturday morning between 4 to 7 a.m. After that, the snow will still be moderately heavy, but it will start to taper off slowly. But again, notice the northern Shenandoah Valley and northern Virginia area is still getting pummeled by a lot of snow. As we go throughout Saturday afternoon, that snow will start to taper off. And as we get into early Sunday morning around 1 a.m., can't rule out the potential for maybe a few more flurries on top of the 18 to 24 inches of snow we have in the forecast. But still, as we get into early Sunday morning, here comes that clearing line, and that's why we're forecasting a decent amount of sunshine as we get into your Sunday afternoon. So breaking things down for you, Friday morning, 8 a.m. to lunchtime, working from southwest to northeast across Central Virginia, that snow will start. Friday afternoon, snow showers, light to moderate. Friday night, heavy snow. Again, that's when the worst of the storm is likely, with heavy snow possible. Winds, again, 20 to 30 miles per hour, and combine those two things together, power outages are going to be likely. Then as we wake up Saturday morning, still looking at the potential for some heavy snow. More snow in the forecast Saturday morning, but again, starts winding down Saturday afternoon. And here's just a recap of everything in case you missed the beginning of the weathercast. 18 to 24 plus inches of snow there in the pink. 2 to 3 feet of snow likely for the Blue Ridge Mountains and northern Shenandoah Valley. And here in your Fossil Fuel 7-day forecast, 29 degrees Friday, 32 degrees for your Saturday, mid-40s for your Monday and Tuesday, so we'll start to melt that snow in earnest Monday and Tuesday, but another chance of a rain-snow mix is possible as we wake up Wednesday morning.
So basically just batten down the hatches tonight and be done.
Yeah, pretty much, and we'll probably not move much all the way until maybe Monday morning.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be here tomorrow night to let you know everything that's going on, and we're even thinking about camping out at the studio. So it's dangerous out there. Don't go on the roads if you don't have to.
Great advice.
All right, thanks, David.
Officially, so far today, we have made it up to 94 degrees after waking up to 69 degrees this morning. We were 8 degrees above average in the high temperature department and 4 degrees above average in the low temperature department. So it's above average across the board. Still, though, 7 degrees below that record high of 101 degrees that we set 5 years ago on this date in 2011. Temperature-wise out there right now, we're looking at 91 degrees in Charlottesville and Richmond, 92 degrees in Roanoke, 93 degrees in the nation's capital and Farmville, and a pair of 8s in Emporia. Dew points, that measure of moisture here at the surface. Anytime you have those dew points at or above 70 degrees, that's when it just gets downright oppressive, at least in terms of humidity. That seems to have set up right along Interstate 95. And then there's a little bit of a boundary here back off to the west where dew points are in the low to mid 60s. That means there's the potential for some scattered showers and thunderstorms to develop very close to Interstate 95 and points to the east within the next couple of hours. So we'll keep a close eye on that. When you factor in the humidity and the temperature into a nice fancy formula, you get that heat index value, or that feels like temperature, and it feels like 94 degrees in Charlottesville. It feels like 102 degrees right now in Washington, D.C. and Norfolk, 98 degrees that feels like temperature in Richmond, and 97 that feels like temperature in Roanoke. So to sum it all up, it's hot. It's going to remain hot for the next several days as there's a big old ridge of high pressure off to the west of us that is currently baking the midsection of the country with 96 in Minneapolis, 100 right now in Tulsa and San Antonio, and 99 degrees in Dallas and Memphis. Some of that heat will also be moving off to the east here over the next couple of days. Also, look at Boston, 95 degrees, the warmest they have been since September of 2013. Here's what is going on. There's a big old bubble of high pressure across the center of the country. We're still on the periphery of that bubble of high pressure. However, as we go into the upcoming weekend, that bubble of high pressure is going to expand. As it expands, it's going to allow temperatures to increase. As temperatures increase, we get hotter here at the surface. That's why we're forecasting temperatures to top out in the mid to upper 90s over the weekend. Like I mentioned, we're still on the periphery of that ridge of high pressure, and that's allowing some of these showers and thunderstorms to get going at least across the Shenandoah Valley. Here locally on the eastern side of the Blue Ridge Mountains, we're seeing more cloud cover than anything else. That helped keep temperatures a couple of degrees cooler than what we forecast yesterday. We forecasted 96, we hit 94, and I did mention that possibility yesterday as well. Off to the north of us, across the Great Lakes, where all this cloud cover came from today, not a whole lot happening up there. That sky is going to be over the top of us as we go through at least Saturday afternoon. As a result, that's where we're forecasting temperatures to still top out in the mid to upper 90s over the weekend. Both Saturday and Sunday, 98 degrees apiece. The warmest we have been so far this summer, by the way, was actually this past Monday, 96 degrees. And the last time we hit 100 degrees officially at Cho was July 8th, 2012. So it's been 4 years since we have seen temperatures this warm. Tonight, officially, will drop to about 73 degrees in Charlottesville and Orange, 71 in Crozet and Louisa, and 72 degrees in Palmyra. For your Saturday forecast, it's going to be hot. 79 degrees at 8 o'clock, 85 degrees at 10 at lunchtime, already pushing 92. We were at 91 degrees today, so very similar conditions again for your Saturday. Officially, we'll forecast highs near 98 degrees. Like today, if we see a little bit more cloud cover in the afternoon, maybe 95, 96 is where we managed to top out. Regardless, it's still going to be hot. Elsewhere, 100 degrees are forecast high in Dillwyn and Louisa, 97 in Standardsville, and a pair of 9s in Orange and Palmyra. The market at Tiger Fuel 7-day forecast has 98 degrees again Saturday and Sunday. Overnight lows remaining in the low to mid 70s, 97 degrees Monday afternoon. Monday afternoon, we'll finally start to see that ridge of high pressure break down just a little bit, just enough so that we'll forecast some scattered showers and thunderstorms starting Monday afternoon, and that forecast will continue Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week with 90s as far as the eye can see, and overnight lows in the low to mid 70s. So it's going to be hot as we start talking about the last full week of July.
I think hot is an understatement.
Yeah.
Okay, what would you call it then?
Boiling.
Okay, boiling,
Miserable.
scorching. It's going to be one of those adjectives, whichever one is your favorite to describe it.
Okay, thanks, David.
Well, more than half of all Americans will suffer from